it's Jude. I'm just excited because we just got a new incubator. I haven't hatched any chicks before. I haven't seen them hatch since I was a small child, but I'm really looking forward to it. We have a rooster, unexpected, that's another story. And I thought, well, why not put him to work? So this is the incubator that I ordered online. I bought mine through Amazon. There are lots of places you can buy an incubator. Hatching baby chicks takes about 21 days. And the reason I want to hatch them in the incubator is that I have been buying chicks in the spring, much to my husband's chagrin. He's not a chicken guy, but he does help me all the time with them. Thanks, Michael. If you have a chicken and a rooster, you don't really need to keep buying those eggs or those birds, either one. And you can hatch your own in the spring. Most people hatch them in the spring because, of course, the babies don't have full feathers to keep them warm immediately. So if it's closer to warm weather, it's easier to transition them to outside when you want to put them out in the coop. I'm going to take these eggs that I have here that are less than 7 days old and get them into this incubator. So if you put your incubator together and you plug it in, let's see, it has a good sturdy cord, this one. You have to connect it to the top. Actually, I need 38.2. That's what I want. Okay. The inside of this incubator has a little tray. Those little dividers come out, and I've just set them for a couple of spaces for the eggs. And that little rotating piece right there makes the tray move back and forth so that it automatically turns the eggs. So when you get it lined up, you want to have that little part right there lined up with the slot on the end, and that will move your tray automatically so that you don't have to come back every so often during the day or night and rotate your eggs. This is a little heat and humidity sensor, and that's what tells the top what the temperature is. I think I'm going to go ahead and put in the water. It recommends 90 milliliters of water at most, and we'll see what that does. That is about 6 tablespoons. 1 tablespoon is 3 teaspoons. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That should be 90. So we put it back together. We're gonna check it a little bit and see that that tray has moved from the far end, where it has this little bar keeping it in place, and it should slide to this end. And while I'm waiting for this to heat, it looks like it's doing a pretty good job right now. I'm gonna mark my eggs. So today is January 13th. These eggs are all within probably 4 days of each other, having been laid about that time, and then one of them yesterday. And I'm hoping for a hatch on these. This is the first time I've tried this, and it's pretty cold outside. I don't know if being in the cool temperatures for a little while is going to make it worse for the percentage of hatching that I get, but we'll see. So I'm going to mark it 1/13 with my little marker. My hen had dirty feet on this one, which is why I am not sterilizing the little incubator. My hen's feet are out in the muddy ground right now, and you can tell. So people ask whether or not you can hatch an egg without a rooster. No, because it takes the boy or the rooster to fertilize the eggs that the hen is developing in the vent. And they also ask, will a hen lay without a rooster? Yes, they will definitely lay eggs. They lay eggs about once every 25 hours or so on the average, I think. but they will never hatch if you don't have a rooster, because the rooster has to fertilize the egg. And they wonder how that happens. Well, once the egg is fertilized, it travels down the vent and then is covered with the shell. So the fertilization happens internally, and then the shell forms around the egg as it's coming down through the vent, and then the chicken lays it. The thing to remember about these eggs, they shouldn't be more than 5 days old, and 7 at most, and take probably an extra half hour of incubation time to hatch for every day that they're beyond that. So it's recommended that each egg weigh between 100 and 120 grams, which would work out to be 3.5 to 4 ounces. My hens lay a pretty good sized egg, and I'm just eyeballing it, and I'm using what I have, frankly, because I haven't weighed them. Thanks, Vivi, you're helpful. Vivian thinks she sees something. Vivian, come here, babe. You need to be quiet. Lay down. Lower. Good girl. Okay, be good. Okay, now I just have to line this back up again with the tray slot there, so it's going in. On the 19th, I'll probably take them out and see if we can see any signs of life. So today is day number 6 of trying to hatch our eggs. We have at least 5 of them that we put in 6 days ago, and we're going to try and candle them. Decided to mark the eggs. It's really hard to see. I'll mark this number 2. So, number 3. I don't know whether I see, I might see a little tiny bit of a nubbin of something in the middle of that could be an embryo. Okay, this is number 4. So number 4, hopefully any markings. Oh. This is egg number 5. So egg number 5. It's definitely got a distinct ring there. So that's the air sac, and the blood vessels usually come down off the sides of that. 6 and 7 were put in later, so we're going to put those to the test in a couple of more days. Twisty, you failed me as a rooster in ordering eggs. Look what just showed up. This is exciting. Sweet, she sent you her card. That was really sweet. So I've numbered them 1 through 6. So we've been trying to incubate eggs from Twisties since January 13th. My list of all the eggs here. These last ones, I just opened that so it's cold. We've now done 11, and out of 11 eggs, not one of them has managed to be fertile. So Twisty is not getting the job done. Get rid of all these because we know they're not fertile. Put the new ones that we ordered in there. It looks like it's a good one. Now if we treat them nicely, We'll see if we get any more. This one is number 4. There's the air sac. It's really kind of, I'm going to keep these pointed down for a little while and then I'll put them in the incubator afterwards. What I've understood is that the eggs need to rest a bit after the travel, and hopefully if we put them, if I store them for a little while with the large end up, the air sac will hopefully, if it's been displaced during transport, it will move back to the top of the egg, which is important when the chicks are hatching. These eggs have not started the incubation period yet. So number 3, I don't know, there might be a little circle there. I don't see what looks like the center, like an egg number 1. That looked really good. 2. It has some spots where the calcium has deposited irregularly, and that's what those lighter spots are. I really was looking for air sacs and cracks. This is number 5. That looks like air sac, unless it's actually where the embryo is developing. Coming along nicely, miss. Come on out. I see you. There's a little. She's getting there. We're so close. She's number 1, actually. She's number 3. She's 11 or 10. She's hatched for about 25 minutes ago, maybe. She's falling off. She had a tough time getting here, didn't you, Missy? You'll understand the warm environment from because there's fluff out a little bit. So the surprise here is that Twisty's egg is next. Wasn't expecting that. You guys found the feed pool, didn't you? So in the end, what happened with all those eggs was we ended with Twisty's egg hatching. So now we have another baby from the farm and 1 Lavender Orpington. Here's Twisty's. Hi guys. Hi babies. Oh, you want up there? Okay, go ahead, go up there. Instead of being a rooster, this one might be a pullet. Do you like the baby shines? Yeah. But that's the one that comes to me when I tap on the top of the brooder. There we go. Those are the 2 that hatched first. I think this one that comes to me might be a rooster. I'm not sure. But you were the one that was stuck. This was the one stuck in the shell. Yeah, he's come out okay.